Hi, my name is Stephanie Honore, and today I'm going to go over how to build a user login page using MERN stack. MERN stack is very similar to MEAN stack. It is MongoDB, Express, React instead of Angular, and node.js. So this is what the end product is going to look like. Here's a landing page, and it uses material design for its styling. So there's an option to sign up that will create a value in a database. Option to sign in. So, and then when you sign in, you should be able to sign out or view your profile. And then regardless if you're signed in or signed out, you should be able to view a list of users. And you can only view user details if you're signed in. All right, so that's what we're going to build. This will be a multi-part tutorial, and in this first part, I'm just going to go over how to set up your dev environment. And then I'll also put in the description a link to the source code. So prerequisites. If you're a complete novice to coding, I would probably not start with this project. I would probably start with something a bit more simple, but if you at least know what these things are and have them set up on your computer, then you're good to go. So you need npm. I don't think I'm using version 5.8. I think I'm using okay, yeah, I'm using version 5.8. You can do npm version manager if you have a different version of npm installed and didn't want to update, everything to 5.8 on your computer, and just wanted to use 5.8 for this project. And next, you need to have node.js. I think the most stable version is 8.11.1. And you need Git. So we're going to use version control using GitHub. This is optional. You don't have to use version control if you don't want to, or you can use a different technology if you want to, but I'm going to use Git. And then MongoDB. So you should already have Mongo installed and should be able to run it on your local machine. And then I have this installed. MongoDB Compass. All right, so as you know, Mongo is a non-relational database, so it's not like SQL where you can just, look at a table. It's kind of difficult to read, so this is a GUI for Mongo. So to get started with that, first you need to start Mongo. So you type in mongod into your terminal, and it should start here on port 27017. So close. All right, so this allows you to have a visual representation of your databases. So I think this is the one I'm using here. It's called MERN project. All right, so first thing you should probably do is have Mongo up and running. And so then in a separate terminal window, you're going to create a directory for your project, and you can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to call it MERN login app. Oops. Oh, I did so then cd into your app. And the first thing you want to do is, I guess, initialize your application. So there is, I do want to make a note that there is a create React app. I guess it's like a program, and it will create a React app for you with all the environment and dependency set up, but we're gonna not do that this time. We're just gonna go through everything so we can learn about what MERN stack is and what it involves. So first thing you're going to do is initialize your package.json and install npm modules. So if you do npm init, and it's going to ask you a few questions. It's going to ask you your package name, your version, description, entry point, index command, get repository. You could just click through all of this. And if you look in your text editor, which I'm using Atom, you can also use Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, and then WebStorm. I feel like it's a bit too complex for me, but oh, sorry. Atom login. So if you look in your package.json, you should have everything you just put in the console here. So next we're going to add dependencies, and I have these copied and pasted. So these are npm packages that, or modules that you're gonna need to create this project. Express, which is what we're gonna do use for our server-side coding. MongoDB, which is the database. React, which is your view. React DOM is not exactly sure what it is. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's used for the HTML portion. Let me double check. Well, I guess you can just Google it. Okay. And then you'll need React Hot Loader. So you'll need additional dependencies for development. So Babel, and this allows you to convert your ES6 code into JavaScript. And then NodeMon, and that is something that you run when you're running your server in your terminal. It'll have changes, it'll show the changes, and so you don't have to stop your server every time you make a change. It will be dynamic and just make the changes and keep your app running on your local host. And then Webpack, which is a middleware, and it's used to compile your code, and it makes a build that you can deploy onto a server. All right, so once you put all of these in your package.json file, go in your terminal and just do npm install. And this may take a few seconds, so I'm going to pause. You probably have better things to do. All right, I'm back. So my npm packages or modules finished installing. So I guess in the next video, we'll configure Babel, Webpack, and NodePwn. So we can compile, bundle, and auto reload the changes in the code during development. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.